What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Maple Hill. This is our back nine practice round. I'm James Conrad. We got Joey Temali, we got Paul Krans, and yeah, just having a good time out here, getting ready for the MVP Open presented by OTB this week.
This is the hole in the course that looks at you and says, do you throw 500 feet? Because if you don't, birdie requires a long putt, straight uphill. We got big, I want to say this is an oak tree, marking kind of the left side of the fairway. And then we have some Christmas trees that are getting taller every year on the right side. Two plays, in my opinion. There's like the high over the trees for the huge guys, and then there's kind of like this low driven, just try to get as close as you can for the rest of the field.
I'm going to state my opinion on the hole. They cut a lot of the trees on the right, the pines, which made, like when you throwing the low shot, you had to throw like really hug the tree on the left, but now you can throw a bit wider of a hyzer, and I think that will get you up a bit farther than it in years past. But we're playing into a headwind right now, so I don't really know what to expect. Oh, it flipped.
I'm expecting resistance from
Yeah.
the elements. I'm expecting difficulty accessing the circles. I don't know. When I played this one, I just wanted to get like a nice 3 from inside the castle.
That's a
Nice
better
rip.
shot. You got to putt at least.
It's a long look.
Domey, like pop top, vision time lapse. It's almost too flippy for most shots, but this is so uphill that it can work and gets a little extra sneaky distance. Oh, too flippy.
Yeah, it flipped a bit. This hole's playing a mile today.
Just throw as hard as you can. Maybe make a long birdie putt from most of the field.
This is still almost an upshot, not really a putt.
Oh.
That, not
Try to
ideal.
get too close to it. That maybe needed to be a
Cinderella
shot.
story might be. Oh.
That was beautiful.
Yikes.
When you don't have a great drive and you have like 100 feet left, the last thing you really want is like a tester putt. So this upshot is like kind of important, you know? It's like, I don't know.
This
It's
feels like
definitely
one of the
touchy.
windiest spots on the course too.
Top of the hill.
Even more important to just like put it close. Yeah, I heard the
Tink.
pull.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like that's what you don't want, a 30-foot putt coming back at the cliff.
Sometimes this putt can be a little uphill. We're fortunate to be far enough away from the basket or away from the wall. We have a good angle, but like this is about as far away as I want to be. Getting up here really like turns this putt like almost into like an overhand if you get too close. I've definitely seen Calvin do like the little
Yep.
pop the little basketball putt in.
Hole 11. We're at the top of the hill for Maple Hill, and kind of just an open bomber field shot down the hill. Wind is a big factor on this hole in specific. Usually we see it being a headwind. You got to get in the landing zone and then it goes into the woods. For me, I play placement, throwing more of a hyzer, not a distance shot.
That looks great.
Yeah, that'll end up being like a fairway into the green. A lot of people try to get far down the fairway to get like a putter or mid into the green, but I'd rather play placement.
I like Paul's shot a lot. I'd rather have a longer second shot compared to having a shorter one, but like a really awkward lie and some like waist-high trees. So going overstable time lapse out wide. There's one big pine tree down there that's kind of a little bit more of a blue color than the rest, and that's a good visual aid. You can kind of try to land just like short left to that is kind of ideal for me. I think that's too far left. I wanted to put a little flex on it.
Got a fishing dimension and a tailwind, so. Oh, it's so flippy. I threw it so low.
This one's that flippy time lapse, so.
One of the shorter run-ups we've ever seen James Conrad do. Wow, that's That thing is smoked.
Oof.
Nice.
Yeah, thanks.
Good.
So that was one of my shortest run-ups you've seen?
Yeah. All right, this is the perfect situation where it looks uphill. We can't really tell what distance it is, and the MVP parsec, the rangefinder that we make, it will tell you the real distance, which is 390, and it plays 401.
401.
So the slight uphill, it accounts for that.
I'm gonna try to just aim at those left side trees, work it off those into the gap. Still kind of flippy. Woo! Ooh, that cruise too.
Yeah, it did.
Didn't hit anything.
My tee shot got a lot farther than I thought. I usually play where Joey is, have 400 in the green, but I threw it a bit farther. I'm gonna go fireball hyzer through the gap. Try to keep it simple. Or straight into that pine.
Oh.
Well, I got a putt from it still, so
Yeah.
little highlight.
This vision time lapse does go far. It's a little uncontrollable, and there's a high probability of ending up in the woods over here, but if I could get a hold of one like this, it makes that upshot way easier. Oh, didn't take advantage, but oh, maybe I did.
Yeah, this is what the bombers of the world get to see. Easier approaches.
It's a nice
There you
little
go.
turnover.
Got a 60-footer up the hill.
Come on.
Oh, a little too stable on a tailwind.
Nice.
Oh. Saved par with the double.
Hole 12 at Maple Hill. This one is a bomb off the tee. You got the tall trees on the right that you have to either go like left of with a late flip, or some people might try to go over, but there's the hill up there. You kind of have to like get close to the top of the hill to really have a good chance on your second shot to shoot down the little tunnel towards the pin. They added like 5 saplings just at like the crest of the hill on the left side of the gap, so I feel like it really rewards even a bigger shot that gets further right off the tee to not have those kind of making your second shot a little extra complicated. I'm gonna go with a photon.
Oh my gosh, that's really good.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll be a little stable. Yeah.
There you go.
I love that, I feel like.
Nice.
Yeah, that was good.
Hopefully it clears them.
Hopefully. All right, so they added some trees down on the left, made it unnecessarily tight. Like, this was already a hard shot, but now it's even harder. Very technical down the hill. It'll flip too quick, but
Hit something.
This is about ideal. I got just far enough right to where these little new trees aren't in my line at all. It's still, like Joey was saying, it's still hard because you got to get just over the crest and then get it like nose down.
That looks nice.
Oh. Kind of cut the
Yeah,
corner a little, but it worked.
you're like 20 left.
One more.
Hit a tree.
That's more the line I envisioned. See if it gets through. Still caught something late. What if I was a little shorter? Ooh, that was good.
God. Your final round at MVP the year you won was 1099?
1099 rated around, yeah.
Wow.
How many did you win by?
By one.
You shot 1099 to win by 1? That's
Who'd you beat?
nuts.
Paul.
Oh, yeah, I guess that
It
makes
was,
sense.
it was me, Paul, Ricky, and Calvin on the cart. I remember that round really well. I was getting a little lucky. I was absolutely shredding. Paul made like a 120-foot putt on this next hole to keep it close.
Whoa.
14, I had like a 35-foot putt, death putt to kind of to ice it, and I hit off the cage and went in the pond. So I took the bogey there.
Nice.
Hyzer up and down.
That was the hyzer?
Yeah.
It's definitely there. I think the thing that's like hard about this green that maybe doesn't show up on camera is like, you can see I'm level with the basket here, about bullseye's edge, but once you walk back, get to this ravine, and now here I'm at circle's edge, this putt, in my opinion, feels a lot closer to like 40-footer.
Yeah.
Just because of the uphill nature. Definitely something to think about on like, maybe not your second up shot, like when you can't see the basket, but if you like pitched up, you're trying to get up for par, that third shot,
Yeah.
speed control is huge. All right, welcome to hole 13. 472 feet downhill, par 3. See a lot of plays on this hole. People who don't like hitting gaps try to throw these big hyzers. A lot of luck involved in that. You can go down the middle with putter, mid-range, maybe fairway driver. Super straight shot. So I'm gonna start at this big tree with the hex. Try to have it turn off just a little bit. This is a tricky birdie. Oh, it turned too much.
I'm also gonna try to go hex on the left side. Slow turn it. Same exact shot as Joey. Turned her way too quick.
Envy, this one's rather overstable. Like just kind of hit it just over flat, right at the pin.
That's how you do it.
Wow.
Get yourself
Beautiful.
that putt.
Yeah, putter can work too. Glow Envy. Ooh, the late turn. Ooh, counter
No putt.
skip.
So close. See ya. Third tries a turn.
This putter's a lot more uphill than it used to be. They elevated it with a retaining wall and then moved the basket back about 10 feet. So it's now a death putt, to be honest. Hole 14, 440 feet downhill over water through a gap, playing into a straight headwind right now. I feel like if it's a calmer like right to left, I would end up going with a fireball. But in this scenario, I don't quite know, honestly. You kind of just want to throw your shot and pray that it's good.
Love it. Go in.
Oh,
Gosh.
move on to hole 15 with no stress anymore.
I like the fireball play a lot too. That's what I probably will usually do, but with a little heady, disc up to stable time lapse. Paul just showed us how it's done, so I'm just going to try to kind of mirror that shot.
Oh, can we move on to the next hole with no stress? Go. No.
Yes.
Oh,
I think in years past that's inbounds parked.
yeah, that built-up retaining wall is definitely a new challenge.
I'm going to risk a Tesla here.
It's a sweet frisbee.
There's the risk.
I haven't tried it much yet.
Whee!
Test it here.
Right.
To go deep.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
might
safe.
might be inbounds, yeah.
This fireball will probably be the disc I go to on this.
Fireball is a great disc for this hole.
Come on.
Yeah. Play that like shorter side circle.
Yeah.
Tap in inside the bullseye.
Yay.
Yep. Move on to the next hole.
One time I saw a snake, just a huge black snake, resting right in the middle of the tournament.
Really?
Yeah. Just on the
Joey, your
old log.
Tesla's in.
It's kind of a safe putt from over there too. You're putting away from the water. It's cool.
Might be one of the least scary putts on this entire hole.
I think the putts aren't as scary anymore.
With the backstop, you're saying?
Yeah, and they flattened it. Yeah, nice birdie.
That is a sweet and fortunate 2.
Sweet and fortunate. I love hole 15 out here at Maple Hill. This is just a pure tunnel. 300, was it 320? Yeah, 322. There's a couple ways people play this one. Some people play, Calvin was telling me earlier, the shank and flex, where you just kind of like pull it early right and try to fight back late. I've always been a fan of a little bit of a slight hyzer stand up with a pretty stable NV. This is an old MVP open one. This has been one of my favorites this season. It's just started to get like, lose its little edge of stability though, so I think it's perfect for this hole now.
It's a good miss.
Yeah.
Hyzering left.
Didn't quite pop up to flat, but hit a little lucky late left gap.
Yeah, same idea, just with a hex.
Money, go in.
Get
Go
there.
in. Oh.
Yeah. It's not flippy today. That's perfect.
Also can try glow hex. It's gonna go right
shank and
side.
flex.
Yep, it did. Shank and flex.
Yeah.
See what kind of putt that leaves us, but I think it's inside the circle.
Yeah.
We got a nice little grouping of 3
Yeah.
right here, and then Joey's off in the back being a bomber, going long. Good birdie.
Thanks.
Gotta.
Joey, yeah.
We all got birdies. It's kind of what you want to do on this hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to
It's
get.
not that easy of a hole, but for this course, it's kind of one of the easier ones.
This is this is more of a must get.
All right, hole 16, par 3, 475 feet downhill. There's one cap. Hit it or don't hit it, and hope you get a little bit lucky through some of these trees. There's obviously the pier line. There's kind of this like right side line too. That requires some luck. I think there's, outside of the purest line right down the middle, the Kevin Jones ace line, this is a really tricky birdie. I think you're happy with a 3. I mean, when you're throwing good, I think the 2 definitely feels like it's attainable, but there's danger on this hole. 2-stroke swings for sure. A little Proton Tesla.
Try that aggressive.
Okay, so
right
we've
gap.
missed it
As soon as
right,
works
and now we're
out.
just hoping for some good luck, and that was a tree, because that's where they are, not in the fairway.
I'm gonna try a more aggressive hyzer flip with the trail.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Pretty shot.
Yeah,
Little
70,
higher,
70
be-
short,
yeah.
but I will gladly take that straight shot.
I'm gonna try it too. I'm kind of torn between like a flat release with a volt and a little bit more of a hyzer release with the trail. So I'm gonna try both. Trail first.
I think the trail is really good for this hole. Just release it hard on hyzer.
Yeah, that's a C2 look. I'm stoked with that. Just hitting that first gap is money. I sometimes feel a little more confident with the flat release, like a volt though.
Mm-hmm.
That's good too.
Solid.
Got a little lucky late right, but out there's great.
Long putt.
Oh,
He made it to circle one, and he took advantage.
Takes advantage. Oh, 3 for 3.
Good
All
putts.
3 sides of the catching.
Yeah.
Hole 17. Par 4, 636 feet. You got to throw like kind of hyzer flip to long turnover. They tighten the OB on the left. So it's a lot more technical, but I'm going to try trail and turn it over. I'd rather miss on the right. Oh, I just threw it too low. It's the right flight. Try to get the height better.
Hold.
I wonder if that flirts with the OB.
I don't
Hard to
think
tell.
so.
I think it takes a lot
Yeah,
to
okay.
get straight long, to get OB straight.
Okay.
I like the trail on this. I feel like it holds nice and
Yeah.
right.
Trail's
Wow,
great for this hole.
James. I don't know if this is too understable, but I'm gonna try it. It's just bright yellow. And I know it's gonna turn, so just put it up there, give it some hyzer.
Yeah, Joey.
Smoked.
Oh, that's gonna be the easiest birdie all day. Perfect. So they brought in this left side OB before it went all the way like up there. So my hyzer out shot was flirting with it a little bit too much. But this is what you kind of get at Maple Hill. You get these stances in the in the pines. You got to work through them. I'm gonna go with a hex and try to like be touchy with it.
Wow, go in.
Yeah, ideal. That's how you'd want to put it under the basket so you can move on to 18 and get a par.
Stoked with this lie. Pretty much anywhere past the little pine trees makes your life a lot easier. I still have slightly a weird foot placement, but pretty routine up and down if you can get a good drive here.
Easy birdies.
I'm really liking this disc. It's definitely understable. I don't know if they're all like this, but there is some use for the Fission Dimension. This is sweet. This is a very aggressive tee shot, but still a bit of a throw. I think if I was playing this in a tournament, I probably wouldn't do this because I'm still throwing from here. The only thing I think about like going more aggressive is if I got a jump putt out of it. And
Right.
this is still like a little bit of a toss, so maybe would play a little more conservative. But that is a sweet spot to be in off the
Yeah.
tee box. In this moment, it's to still be like a pretty makeable putt, but definitely when the pressure's on, you want to be close. This would be a scary comebacker. But we're
Authority.
not interested in that.
Nice, nice. That was a great upshot from a tricky lie.
Yeah. Very happy with a birdie from a...
Falling putt.
I'm very happy with a birdie on any hole. This hole, they brought the OB on the left way in, and it made it very tricky. A lot of players usually would go like hyzer flip through the left side and, you know, get that approach. But again, that OB is super tight. I think for me personally, I'm gonna do the Yankee shot where you do it, it's like throw over stable, turn over, and if you get through the trees into the open, then you go for birdie. If you don't, then you lay up for par.
There's a lot of open airspace up there. There's
Yeah.
like the first one you get to is like a little scraggly pine tree, and I feel like if you go either side of that, the airspace in there really opens up and shapes up great for the overstable flex line.
Try to hit the line, but there really isn't that much of a line. It's more of a luck play. Never mind. I went left, and
Am I flirting with the OB a
it
little?
might be flirting with the OB.
I'm gonna try the same thing Paul was talking about. This pink time lapse, I'm just kind of working it into the bag. I love the feel of it, and I think it's kind of a bomber.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Ah, that's what you were aiming for.
that's
Yeah.
exactly it.
Yeah, kind of rip it over through the stuff on the right. It looks like a mess, but there's a lot of space.
All right, I'm gonna try it through the gap like you should.
Like you should.
Like you should. Going trail.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one side of it, but that's gonna hit that one.
I'm gonna try roller. Try to have fun.
Ooh. Ooh.
I feel like I just got to get
Still
down
going.
a tiny bit earlier.
I think the measurement of like a good drive, potentially go for it, is based off of this little walking bridge right here. Anything near this is par zone. Anything that's significantly past it is potential birdie zone. So here, we're in the par zone, dealer's choice, however you want to lay up. You just kind of want to get as close as you can, ideally not trying to throw super technical third shot. So I'm just turning on a detour. Yeah, should be pretty good.
What Joey doesn't know is that they brought the OB line closer to us. So they brought it off the back wall and it's now in the fairway. You can no longer lay up to a jump putt position. You have to lay up where this pine is and then have a little chip shot in.
Wow.
So they made the layup par way more difficult. So it's almost worth it to go for it.
Cooked it too much maybe, or is it there? Yeah, perfect, sick.
Sweet. End with a birdie.
Yay, Paul.
Well, here's the benefit of a successful high flex line.
Yeah, it's kind of a mess through there, but there's room to work something and the payoff's good. Paul was saying back there too, it's like, it kind of makes your decision. If you get through clean, it's like, sweet, now I can go for it. And if you get caught up, it makes the layup decision easy, so you don't get stuck in that tweener zone. But yeah, I'd love to be throwing from here. Go for it all day. I'm not gonna lay up 90 feet. Yep.
Wow, these upshots worked great, Paul.
Yeah,
Those were sick.
ending your day on that would be sick.
All right, everybody, thank you for tuning in to the back nine out here at Maple Hill, prepping for the second playoff event in 2024. You guys are playing. Good luck this week. Congrats on making it this far.
Thank you.
Are there chances, if you finish well, to move into top 32? Is it going to take a crazy finish? Is it going to take a win?
I would have to win.
Okay.
I'm not far from that either. I think I might have to take it down to get in.
Well, hey, we just did it out there.
Yeah.
You just watched some great shots. Like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Support these guys this weekend and the rest of the team, and we will see you next time.
Yeah.